So, good evening. Good evening. It wasn't a very good evening. Arsenal, we got the away goal, kind of fortunate. Wasn't a great performance, but Unai Emery in that first half an hour literally schooled us. He showed us everything that we had under him at the Emirates when he was our manager. And then he kind of reverted to type. Which is probably why he got sacked in the end, because he took off Paco Alcácer and brought on Francis Coquelin. And I think that was a big mistake. We got away with it tonight, Kenny. What did you make of that overall?
Mikel Arteta might as well have handed in his resignation, because if that went really pear-shaped and Villarreal carried on and it had not been for Leyland making those saves, Mikel Arteta, what they should have done is given him his P45, because everything he did was sackable. His team selection, sackable. False number 9, where basically he was making up as he went along. First, he's playing Chris Rowe in the false number 9. Realised that wasn't working. Decided to play Pepe there. Wasn't working. Decided to stretch Villarreal by playing 2 wingers. And guess what? They got me when they did get on the byline. You know what to cross it to, because we had no centre forwards. Keeping Ceballos on, criminal, sackable offence. He committed a professional foul against Foyth, where he got outrun. He was getting outrun in midfield on a regular basis from a defensive situation. And that's why Villarreal were able to walk at times into our box and put pressure on Partey. The first thing you do when you know he's got a second yellow card and you know Villarreal were overrunning us, take him off, play El Neni. Simple things. The goals, pathetic. His decision to play Vlaka at left back, where you had Chukwueze, gets the ball, cuts in the box. Xhaka can't make tackles. He knows if he makes a tackle, Chukwueze's going over. Ball breaks free. Thomas Partey, because he's able to do his job, is not quick enough to get to Ceballos. What's happened to goal? Second goal, unforgivable, not forgivable. Everyone knows when a corner comes in. Don't let a flick on go through. You do not let a flick on. Rob Holding, experienced defender, gets beaten in the air. And then Abiel, again, Thomas Partey, not thinking, not watching, boom, volleys in the back of the net. I'm sorry, I'm unacceptable. And had Leyland not made that save, we'd have been out of sight. Out of sight. I don't know what's wrong with these players. This is not the first time this happened. This is the reason why we want Arteta replaced, because team selections, not having a clear start of play, and then making up as you're going along, and basically killing the team. You nearly got yourself in a situation where we would have had no European football next season because we're out of tie. Had it not been for a dive by Saka and the fact that we were actually better when we went out of 10 men, this manager would not have had his 10th life. Because I'll say one thing, his 9th life has run out. Whoever at Arsenal Football Club has told this manager that his job is safe, not only are they presumptuous and neglectful, because I'll tell you one thing now, it's not going to get better on this guy. Even if he finds a way of getting the final and maybe wins it. We are not a cup team. We're an Arsenal Football Club. We should be challenged for the league and challenged for the top 4 places. We shouldn't be losing 13 games in a row. But guess what? The fans are going to allow us to lose our 14th game on Sunday, because guess what? They're going to want to play the kids. But guess what? I was on a show with Claude and the Baxters, and guess what? What do you mean, let's play the kids? We play the kids anyway. His whole attacking philosophy, give the ball to Saka and let's see what we're going to do. Didn't change today. What is going on with this team? Everyone, right? We should be celebrating the fact that we got a lifeline, but we're not, because universally we are pissed off with that decision, because we could see with our very eyes the team that it's all down to him. This result was not down to bad play. It's firmly at the manager's door or the coach's door, whatever he wants to himself.
What do you make of the penalty? Because we got given a penalty and then it got ruled off for handball, which, listen, if he hadn't controlled it with his arm, Pepe, it was going out of play. So that's the right decision. Yeah. VAR, well done. Yeah, but what did you make of the Saka penalty? Because when I see it in real time,
he kicked his leg.
Yeah,
he kicked his leg.
When I see it in real time, I was like, nailed on. When I see the first two replays, I was like nailed on. When I see the reverse replays, yeah, from behind, like looking at it from face on, that weren't a penalty. We got out of jail.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Guess what? You know what? Shithousery works. I've watched World Cup, many a World Cup, where the West Germans have specialised in shithousery and incompetent referees. I see shithousery from the Argentines. I've even seen shithousery from the Brazilians. If shithousery works for me, that's what I look at. It works for me. But
100%. Kenny, give me some sort of positive going into the second leg, because we've got Newcastle at the weekend, which is kind of the side dish, really. Like, I expect a fully.
Well, you say it's a side issue. Like, you say it's a side issue, but you've got to remember one thing. No, I don't want to lose. I don't want us to lose our 14th game of the season, especially when we've got 4 games left. It'd be just too humiliating. And let's face it, you've got to look at the Newcastle game, and the first thing you've got to think about, right? Do we wrap Aubameyang, Tierney, and Lacazette in cotton wool, or do we give them fitness tests? Do we play Balogun? But the situation is really and truly, no player has actually stood out. The only 2 players that are actually certain of their place is the goalie, most of the time by default, and Saka, because he's only attacking impetus, and that's where the manager gives the ball. Apart from that, really and truly, places are always up for grabs because no one has stood out.
Do you put that down to the fact that he's chopped and changed it so much this season that there is so much inconsistency, or do you just put that down to the fact that players ain't good enough?
Well, the thing is that our West Ham players gives them good enough, but they're still in the contention for the top 4. Because why is that? It's because the manager has given them clear instructions and he's played them to their strengths. He's got his best players doing what they're good at, and that way, when a team's doing what they're good at, invariably they're going to play well in most of the matches they play. Chelsea, a team that was on its knees, where were they? Back 10th when they
they were 10th. They were a point ahead of us.
Well, they put themselves in a situation where they can get to Champions League final and the FA Cup final, where you keep things simple. No manager is ever going to be happy with their squad. Guardiola isn't happy with his squad. He has 3 teams. I'm sure he's the only person who's happy with their squad. But all the other managers are not happy with their squads. They play by their strengths and say, you know what? If we want to get a bit higher, we just buy another player and see if we can tweak it a bit more. That's called simple management. We don't need Arteta to tell us how clever he is as coach or what this great idea is. I mean, he's clearly saw Man City play at the weekend and play on Tuesday. On Wednesday, and he thought, all right, let's try and play like Man City. But I'm sorry,
let's play with no striker tonight and play with fault time. That's not a fault time.
But really,
Kenny, listen, big up to you. Come on, man. We're going to do player ratings in a short while. Thank you again, man. I know it's late. It's like it's nearly midnight. So thank you very much, man. It's 25 to midnight. I'm going to go and do a fan cam with Jez. I'll come back to you for player ratings, and I'm going to do cheek. Big up to you. Come on, man. Real one.